I feel really fresh, very cute. I think I look like Montgomery Clift.
I don't know who that is.
No, I don't know.
Montgomery Clift. Is that a real thing or you just made that up?
No, it's a person. I don't know who it is though. Okay, let's start today.
We thought it would be cute just to share with you guys a few YouTubers that we're loving right now.
You know, some people who you've probably heard of a few of them, maybe not all of them. We're not going to do some of the great big hits because, like, do we really care about talking about them?
Yeah.
Probably. But anyway, let's begin today. Do you want to start with one?
This is in no particular order, but just some people that we really love.
Just some
watching.
people. We're just going to kai. What's the word? That's have sex.
Kiki.
All right. I don't know drag lingo. Not that. I'm very not that.
Apparently not. So there is a YouTuber that we love that we first discovered from one of her most popular videos, and her name is Skip to My Lou. And she is kind of this middle-aged mother.
Middle-aged? What if she sees this?
Yeah, well she is.
Can't say someone's middle-aged.
Well,
she's old as dust.
You can if they are.
Right.
But she's hot shit and she has such a dry sense of humour. And I just love the way she kind of like looks at the camera like, really, what the fuck? She does beauty reviews, product reviews.
Right, that's her main gig, right? Is the beauty stuff.
Yeah, she also does like beauty hacks. Like she did a tutorial on how she does like highlights using bleach and a knife, and she just goes along her partying just to like cheat.
Bleach and a knife. Oh, hair, you mean?
Yeah.
I thought you meant her like a highlighter.
And she tests like all of these as seen on TV beauty products and sees if they're good or not. But our favourite video was the first one that we found of hers, where she ordered one of these lipsticks that a couple of years ago they were advertised all over social media, and they have a real flower inside. So they were clear lipsticks with a real flower.
It was a novelty product. It wasn't a real lipstick. This is the video that you might know her from. It's her most popular one.
She buys it and she cuts it open to see what the flower's like inside, and I just thought it was so precious to see her interacting with her daughter in this video.
Ew, kids, gross!
I think she's great. Some of her videos are great. I would recommend you check her out.
She's just very dry. She's very, she isn't at all like, hi guys, welcome to my channel. We don't do that.
She's not like that at all.
We should have a better intro.
What?
Well, let's do a better intro. Yeah, I know, but I feel like we should have said something else.
Right, well, that's something that might need work then.
What have we done today? People
We've
want to
done
know.
this. We've got ready like this.
People want to know.
Without saying.
Well, we took the recycling out.
You did that. I didn't.
Well, let's say that louder.
Right, moving on. Next one.
Someone else who is super cute. I've been watching a lot of her recently, and she's very soothing. Her channel is just such a perfect place to go to have something on in the background, or like if you're hungover. It's just so charming. And her channel is called Emmy Made in Japan.
Oh, I love her.
So her name's Emmy, right?
I was about to say, I'm not sure which nationality she is, but going by her username, I'm going to guess Japanese.
Assuming Japanese.
I think
listen,
she's Japanese American.
Don't come for us because we're just pig ignorant.
She has a food channel. Whenever she's about to eat something, she always says itadakimasu, which is Japanese, so I'm very
I'm glad you said that because I was going to ask what she says.
Oh, do you not know?
No idea.
She always goes itadakimasu.
What does it mean?
That means like
Bon appetit.
there's no like direct translation, but you would say that instead of like cheers, you would say that instead of like let's eat, dig in.
Well, no one says cheers before they eat. Can you imagine everyone around a table before tucking some lasagna? Cheers!
No. I if you're having drinks and you're cheersing, obviously you don't eat food. But I'm saying the
but
same word.
So she makes.
That's not true. I'm
food.
lying. You don't say that when you cheers. You say kampai.
Well, all right. Calm down, Japan.
But anyway,
Mrs.
it means like let's eat.
Ms. Japan 2018 Miss Universe. She makes weird recipes. Like she'll do a Jello mold with like 7-Up and mayo. She just makes she reviews like
She's
food.
made a lot of food from recipes that were created during the Great Depression, so that they're really weird, interesting, creative ingredients.
She's just so cute. It's just her in her house, I'm assuming, making these food items, and she's just really kind of twee, and everything she says is so calm and peaceful, and she's just
so
delightful.
Innocent, like the most pure human being.
So if you want a channel without swearing, certainly leave ours, and then go and check out Emmy Made in Japan.
Yeah, we love her. Another YouTuber that I've become a fairly big fan of recently, Olympia has no interest in this, but it's a gaming channel called Final Fantasy Peasant. And,
you should have left this one till the end. They're all going to turn it off.
The YouTuber refers to himself as Pez. I don't know what his real name is, but he discusses all sorts of convoluted fan theories and analyzes Final Fantasy games throughout the franchise. He also sometimes live streams, and he started to branch out into other games. He recently played the whole Kingdom Hearts series, but I just think he has a really interesting perspective on some of these things. He came out with a really interesting fan theory, I think was originally presented on Reddit, about Final Fantasy 15, and I just like how he's so passionate about these games. I find what he has to say very interesting, and you need to stop.
I forget there is a mirror directly in front of us so you can see everything I'm doing. Just also on the sort of gaming thing, we like Boundary Break, don't we, as well?
I don't know what the name of that channel is, but that's a series on a channel, so we'll link that. But
I thought the channel was called that.
I don't think so.
It's this one dude.
That's a series on this channel.
He plays games, but he sort of breaks them or whatever, hacks into them, so that you can see sort of what's outside the boundaries of what a regular video game camera would show you.
That's really interesting.
So you can see what developers have cheated. You know, there's hidden sort of objects behind walls. It's hard to sort of explain, but that's a great one. So I thought it was called Boundary Break, but we'll put it down below.
That's definitely the name of the series, but I could be wrong. I feel like the channel has a different name.
So one that I really like that Nova, I don't know if you've ever seen any of these, you've probably seen them in our recommended because I watch the bitch all the time. So her name's Caitlin, her channel is called Ask a Mortician.
Oh yeah, I've never watched that, but I've seen it in recommended.
So she is a mortician. I believe does she have her own, like, what do they call, I want to say death home, what are they called?
Death home?
What do you call that? Funeral home. She might have her own. I haven't watched that many of them, a few, but she doesn't seem to, I don't know if she talks about herself that much. She has a lot of subscribers. All of her videos are about, death, corpses.
Is it like just asking about like her job?
It's about her job, but it's also about how different cultures around the world, handle death, and what sort of preparing corpses and funerals, and there's all sorts of weird, it's all death related. I mean, if you've seen any of our videos, you know that I have a very macabre interest in stuff like that.
Yeah, you're weird.
But she does a video about what happened to the Titanic survivors, which obviously for me was just like two things crossing over, which was great. She's not funny.
Oh.
That's the only drawback I think to her channel, is that she does edit and she does sort of force it in certain directions sometimes, where she does try to be funny, and I just don't think she's got a fucking funny bone in her body.
Oh,
so
bless her.
That is a shame. That's maybe just a personal thing. Maybe other people can tell me if you've seen her, if you find her humorous, which I just don't. But she's very smart. She's just very unusual the way that she speaks, and her hair's always immaculate, same. So I just love her channel as well.
Hair's always immaculate.
Thank you very much, distinguished judges.
Have
you farted? I'm not joking. I'm not joking. No,
I'm
not joking. I'm not joking,
I
bitch.
haven't.
Well, there's only two of us in this room, and it wasn't you.
I really enjoy watching a very young queen YouTuber called Online Kine.
She's great.
She does amazing tutorials that are very easy to follow, very easy to understand, just all different things that I think are great. Her YouTube channel is a great kind of starter pack for a new drag queen, and sometimes the end results are a little bit like rough around the edges, but I think for somebody who's been doing this maybe for only 2 or 3 years, they're still very informative, the process to get there. So if you've got some kind of background yourself, they're still well worth watching, because you can use your own experience
as a base for stuff.
Yeah, but some of the things are so creative. There's a lot of wig styling tutorials. She sews, so there's a lot of basic sewing tutorials, like how to make a bodysuit.
A leotard, which I've done on our channel, and I did not do it well.
And there's also a few lip sync videos from her, but I just think she's a real cutie, and very, very informative, useful content.
What's her drag name though?
I don't know.
Should we just give her one now?
No.
Or make one up for her?
There must be one. I can't remember.
All right. So the biggest one I think we'll discuss, who is known the world over, very, very successful, and I'm just going to mention her now because I sort of want to be her, because I love her house, and she collects like geeky, nerdy shit, and the way she does herself, like her hair, I love her hair. I have some hair which is like a bit of an Avril hair, but it's basically her hair. So Graveyard Girl.
We love Bunny.
So Bunny is her name.
Infinite love for Bunny.
We didn't care for her to begin with because she is very, like, an assault on the senses, loud.
I've always liked her. I think the first time I came across her channel was when she did the lip tattoo
That was hilarious.
video review. and we were crying.
Those
it was
foils.
so funny. It was just one moment in particular where she puts them on her lips and she looks at the camera like, like, what have I done? Her humor is infectious. I think she's unintentionally funny, and I can see that's the main goal for her channel, where she's trying to give a little bit of light out into the world.
I just think she loves what she loves, and she talks about what she loves, you know, collecting her weird, creepy, antique shit. And I love like her little weird necklaces. Everything about her is so 90s, which I just really appreciate.
She's so relatable. She's so honest, and again, another pure individual. I just like her.
I don't know about that Starbucks thing though. What was that about? I've got no idea what that was about.
I never watched that.
We should probably find out what that Starbucks thing is, because that went everywhere. So I wanted to do a parody of hers in a similar vein to the John McClane one. I believe people have come to the understanding that the John McClane parody was made with love and sort of respect, because John McClane is a remarkable individual who obviously has their shit together way more than I ever will. So that's the kind of vein that I'm doing this in. It's not in a negative way, because like a lot of people have said, parody is a form of flattery. I don't think, you know, if you haven't got a sense of humour, then that's just fine. Just
you
like
spent that amount of time trying to look like him. I think there's no other way to interpret that other than flattering.
So I wanted to do a similar one for Bunny, because I'm not going to do it now, just in case. But I've been told by a lot of people that this might not be a good idea, because because if there's a chance she sees it, because John McClane has seen that one, the one I did of him, if she sees it, she might not take it very well, which, I don't know, that just seems a bit weird to me.
I think she is quite a sensitive person in terms of criticism for herself. I think she can laugh at herself if she's laughing at something that she's done herself, but if someone else points it out, I don't think she takes things very well.
But maybe she's not a stable enough person to appreciate that.
I think about the time that she was featured on Willem's Beatdown, and yes, that was a bit over the top, like Willem was just completely like going off, but at the same time, like he did to everyone else in the video, and I just remember Bunny really didn't react to that very well, so I think maybe you should...
Well, I feel like Willem sometimes goes so overboard, and it does verge on, you know, not as funny as you would intend it to be.
I don't know how much she would take to a man dressing up as her.
It's drag. Hello.
I don't know. I just.
Well, I feel like if you're going to put yourself on the internet in that manner and amass that many people and continue to do so, then you can't expect to, you know, not be parodied by me.
I wanted to give a shout out, and this is not just because she's one of our nearest and dearest friends, just because we absolutely love her channel. And she needs to get some new content out. Bitch, upload a video for Loda Ruffalo.
Not nearest and dearest. We barely know the bitch. She'll hate me for that.
Loda Ruffalo is a British drag queen whose drag persona revolves around being a conservative, which is like the British Republican, political figure. She's best friends with Theresa May. She's racist. She's homophobic.
Dreadful.
She's transphobic. She hates everybody, but kind of loves herself. And she's done a series of videos. She's just so funny. You must watch.
So she's done a sketch, kind of written sort of bit on her channel. It's called the Candidate, and it follows her sort of pursuit to become a local member of parliament. And she is just she messaged us and wanted to do an interview, and said that she was trying to do drag, and we were just sort of like, okay, that's great, whatever. We don't like you. No, I'm just joking. And then we watched this series, and I had to watch the entire thing. It was so fucking funny. Like, she's razor sharp. The humour is great, so give her a go.
We've had her on our channel a few times. You might recognise her, but please go and check her out.
Give her a go.
Another friend of ours is Jazza John. He has a YouTube channel. I think it's called Rhyming with Oranges.
Yeah, Rhyming with Oranges. He's been on our channel, so he is Tickle because his stuff is political.
Yes, and Jazza is British, and he loves to delve into the topics that we usually try to shy away from. He will talk about politics and current events, and a lot of being gay himself, he will come at things from a gay perspective, which I think is very often ignored in those kinds of topics.
He's gay.
Yes.
We let him over the threshold. He has been in our house.
But he has a very interesting point of view on a lot of current topics, so definitely check out his video if you're into that kind of thing.
A current affair!
His channel. Check out his channel, just one video.
That's so professional. I guess I just also quickly wanted to mention Nioh Nails. Just very quickly, because this is another one. The bird is, again, just stick to what you're good at. You're very good at doing nails. You're never going to be Joan Rivers. So the humour side of it to me is just like, oh, just shut up.
But what a absolute talent.
She's incredible with nails, and this is the thing. Oh God, I'm getting all hairs everywhere. She's her channel is one of those that I'll put on to sort of unwind because it's a very just close-up shots.
Well, sometimes sit off a hangover day and just watch video after video,
just all day, just doing these exquisite nails.
Fascinating.
She's remarkably talented with doing these acrylic nails, and it's just very relaxing to watch. So I try her.
Also, shout out to other channels that we watch, but obviously everybody else does. I love the Try Guys, but millions of you do. I love Jeffree Star's channel, but again, millions of you do. Are there any big ones that you really like?
Also the BuzzFeed Unsolved.
Oh, BuzzFeed Unsolved, we watch religiously.
We watch that. Those guys are great. They're both sort of so close to being attractive, but would you fuck either of them?
I'd fuck both of them.
At the same time?
At the same time.
I guess. But then you look at Eugene from the Try Guys and then you think, actually... Eugene.
Eugene's the one.
Come on, Eugene! Come on, Eugene! Come on, Eugene! I don't know the rest of that song. Who else is there? I think that's probably everyone.
I think that's everyone that I can think of at the moment.
Oh God, no, there's going to be people who are angry at us.
Why?
Who we haven't mentioned. Who else do we like? Oh no! This is awful. Sorry.
Well, maybe we'll do like a part 2. But
we'll do a part 2.
This is who we're watching like right now. Like I've gone through our history, I've gone through our recent subscriptions, and these are people that like we are actually watching like right now.
We are the world.
Right.
We are the children.
If there is a YouTube channel that you think we would love, and then just plug yourself unless you genuinely think we'd be into you, please comment down below. We would love to find some new videos to watch on a hangover or of like an evening time. I love YouTube. I think it's such a great platform. I'll often watch it instead of television.
And a little hello and welcome to all our brand new subscribers post the John McClane parody. Okay, so we probably should have mentioned John McClane. People are going to be like, why didn't you talk about John McClane?
Well, because we've only recently discovered him maybe a few days before you made that bloody video. Thing
is, I am not that into makeup, which you might think is a weird thing. I'm not that into it, so I don't watch videos about makeup because makeup for me is like a means to an end. I can't, when I sit down to do it, I'm like, fuck this, it's taking too long. I do follow him on Twitter and he is so funny on Twitter. He's great on Twitter. Yeah, some of his like his Q&As and stuff are obviously hilarious. He's a very funny person, but the makeup stuff I just don't care about. That's why I tend to not watch his videos. Apart from that one morning where I watched about 17 in a row on repeat, so I could copy his voice. Right. All right, thanks for coming then, everyone. Please subscribe, tell a friend. Find our social media in the description below. And check out our Patreon. It is YouTube, no it's not. It's patreon.com/Novympia. Very professional, Nova. Well done. Very profesh. Cheers then, everyone. Bye. Joie de vivre.
And a rooty tooty, fresh and fruity to our gorgeous patrons. If you'd like to become a patron, visit patreon.com/Novympia.